Imagine you had a brand ambassador whose job it was to represent you everywhere, particularly in your absence. How would you want that person to be? You would probably want them to be well put together, decent, easy to understand, and so on, right? Well, what if I told you that you do have a brand ambassador, but you have been ignoring it and treating it poorly, and it has been representing you badly? Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kevin, and I'm here to help you express yourself to get the best possible results. Now, I'm sure you are wondering who or what is this brand ambassador and how has it been representing me? You wouldn't believe it if I told you that your brand ambassador as a professional, or at least one of your brand ambassadors, is your email. Oh yeah. Every email you send is an ambassador of your person because it tells the reader who you are, how you are. It gives an indication of your type of person, and it gives the reader an impression of you. Emails are a formal type of communication that is usually used in workplaces and even in informal settings. Sometimes people absolutely do not meet you. All they know about you is what they read in your email. And through that, they are able to form an impression of you. So how do you ensure that your email is always representing you in the best way? How do you prevent a situation where 20 years down the line, where you are running for president, some email that you crafted poorly 15 years before does not come back to haunt you and your campaign? Today, I'm going to show you 3 ways to maximize your email communication and always get it right. Number 1, don't write like you speak. A lot of us, because of social media and the change in the work landscape, we tend to think that a lot of things are casual. And so we write exactly as we speak, as though we are in an informal conversation. Please don't do that. Don't write without thought. Don't write the first thing that comes to your mind. You need to write with a lot more intentionality and with a lot more attention. You need to ensure that you are reviewing what you write, you are considering your audience, and you are being very deliberate about the message that you're trying to pass across. So don't write like you are chatting with a buddy. Don't write without abbreviations, or don't write with abbreviations without exclamation marks or punctuation marks, in such a scattered, haphazard way where the reader is struggling to understand the head of your message and where the tail is and what the middle is and what the point you are trying to make is. I've seen some professionals, business owners, write emails that are so cringe-worthy. They literally just type out a sentence as they are thinking it. It's so bad. Not only does it create a bad impression of you, it could commit you to an obligation that you didn't intend. Because you could be speaking to someone that you're about to get into a contract with, and you just type something that has no head, it has no tail, it can easily be misunderstood, and it can be misinterpreted in a way that will not be to your benefit. So please, if you are one of those that just types like you like, or types like you feel like, you need to stop doing that now. Because guess what? It's doing you more harm than good. Number 2, don't think twice about your email communication. Think 3 times. And what do I mean? Think before you write, think while you're writing, and think after you write. And what this means is that before you write down whatever it is that you're trying to communicate, you need to think about it first. That this is what I'm trying to say. When you put it down, you are considering the language that you use. Does this adequately convey what I'm trying to say? And then after you've typed it, you are reading it again to ensure that what you have written down is what you actually intend. Beyond what you just intend in your mind, you must always think about how the recipient will view the message as well. Remember that you're not in their mind. So you need to understand their own perspectives, their own unique circumstances, and how your message will come across to them. There are many times that in the name of being brief, in the name of being casual, we type things that end up being offensive to the other person. No, you need to be thinking very deliberately about your email communication. Because remember what I said at the beginning, that it is your brand ambassador. It goes ahead of you and it goes to places that you may never ever reach. So ensure that you are extremely mindful and extremely thoughtful about what you are putting down in your email communication. And then finally, double check before you send. There is nothing more disastrous than writing cannot when you actually meant to write can, or writing will not when you actually meant to write will. Particularly in a business situation, if you don't catch it immediately, chances are that you will miss it and the other person takes what you have written at face value. Because if you were going to compare what you said and what you wrote, you do know that what you wrote will take more precedence, right? What you wrote is considered to be in permanent form. So you cannot try to defend what you wrote by saying, oh, but I said this. No, writing is permanent. Writing can be evidence. So you want to double check. And so even if it means you needing to step away from what you've written and coming back to it, then do that. If it means reading it out loud to yourself, then do that. If it means having a third party check for you, by all means do that. But please double check. Do not be in a haste to send out written communication. Whatever time you think you are trying to save in rushing to write an email, trust me, you will still spend that time when you need to correct an error that you have made, an avoidable error. And so in summary, remember that your email communication is your brand ambassador. And 3 things that you must always consider. Do not write the way you speak. Think thrice, not twice, about your email communication, and double check before you send. Until next time, I look forward to chatting with you again, and I hope you continue to learn and grow and communicate carefully. Take care and see you soon. Bye.